two-wheeler talk. 2025 Kawasaki W800 is more than just a motorcycle. It's a time machine dressed in chrome and steel, designed to bring back the glory days of British-inspired motorcycling. The W800 is a seamless blend of old-school charm and modern engineering, for riders who appreciate classic aesthetics without wanting to compromise on dependability and rider comfort. The W800 serves as a beautifully refined option that stands apart in a world saturated with aggressive sports bikes and futuristic street machines. From the moment you set eyes on the 2025 Kawasaki W800, you're transported back to the golden era of motorcycling. The bike's timeless teardrop fuel tank, round headlamp with chrome housing, wire spoke wheels, and pea-shooter-style dual exhaust scream retro. But underneath this nostalgic skin lies a surprisingly modern machine. It retains the soul of the original Kawasaki W series bikes from the 1960s but reimagined with today's performance standards and emission norms. Let's talk about what powers this classic beauty. At the heart of the W800 is a 773cc air-cooled, vertical twin-cylinder engine with a bevel gear-driven camshaft, a feature that is both rare and mechanically beautiful in the modern motorcycling world. This unique design choice not only adds to the bike's heritage feel but also provides a distinctive engine character with a smooth, linear torque curve. The engine delivers around 51 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute and a peak torque of 62.9 Nm at 4,800 revolutions per minute. While that might not seem earth-shattering by modern standards, it's the delivery and character that truly count here. The W800 isn't about screaming through corners or hitting triple-digit speeds. It's about enjoying the ride, feeling the thump of the motor, and connecting with the road in an unfiltered way. Throttle response is refined and deliberate. Paired with a 5-speed gearbox, the W800's powertrain offers effortless cruising performance, especially in the mid-range. You'll notice a mild but satisfying growl from the exhaust, enough to make you grin at every twist of the throttle. The ride quality is comfortable, even plush at times, thanks to its well-balanced chassis and suspension setup. It's not built for carving corners aggressively, but it handles sweeping bends and urban commuting with grace and stability. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm telescopic front fork with 130mm of travel and dual rear shocks with adjustable preload. This setup offers a soft yet controlled ride, making it perfect for long, relaxed journeys on the highway or gliding through city streets. It's not sporty stiff, nor is it overly floaty. It strikes a pleasant balance that suits its character. The tubular double cradle frame contributes to the bike's neutral handling and solid stability even at higher speeds. Braking is modern and efficient, with a 320mm single disc up front and a 270mm disc at the rear, both aided by dual-channel ABS for added safety. While the braking isn't overly aggressive, again, in line with the bike's mellow nature, it is predictable and confidence-inspiring, whether you're slowing down on a city street or easing into a rural corner. One of the most iconic elements of the W800 is its styling. Kawasaki has nailed the retro theme without falling into the trap of looking outdated. The paint finishes are lush and deep, with options like metallic dark green, classic black, or a dual-tone scheme that oozes vintage character. The chrome detailing is rich but not overdone, and the tank badging harks back to its 1960s predecessors. The large round analog speedometer and tachometer add to the old-school vibe but also come with a small LCD insert that shows fuel level, trip info, and an odometer, giving you just enough digital data without disrupting the retro aesthetic. The seat is a highlight as well. Long, flat, and well-cushioned, it provides a relaxed riding posture, making it an ideal companion for those who like to cruise for hours. The upright handlebars, mid-set footpegs, and a spacious saddle create a natural, comfortable triangle for the rider, making the W800 a suitable option even for taller riders. In terms of dimensions, the W800 is fairly approachable. With a seat height of 790mm, it's accessible for a wide range of riders. It weighs around 221 kilograms, which might seem heavy on paper, but the weight is well distributed and quickly disappears once you're on the move. The 15-liter fuel tank offers a respectable range, and fuel efficiency hovers around 22 to 25 km/L depending on riding conditions, which isn't bad considering the engine size and purpose of the motorcycle. As for features, while the W800 avoids tech gimmicks, it does have the essentials where it counts. There's standard ABS, fuel injection, a slipper clutch for smoother downshifts, and a quality finish that reflects Kawasaki's attention to detail. What it lacks in smartphone connectivity or ride modes, it more than makes up for in character, refinement, and a riding experience that feels genuine and undiluted. The 2025 version also brings subtle refinements compared to its predecessor. Kawasaki has worked on reducing engine vibrations by tweaking the engine mounts and updating the rubber bushings in the handlebars and footpegs. This makes the ride even smoother, which will be noticeable to seasoned riders familiar with previous iterations. The exhaust note has also been slightly revised to provide a deeper, throatier burble, staying true to the W800's heritage spirit. What truly sets the W800 apart in the crowd-retro bike segment is its authenticity. While many modern retro bikes look vintage but feel new, the W800 looks, sounds, and rides like it's straight out of a different era in the best possible way. It doesn't try to be sporty or overly refined. It proudly wears its heritage on its sleeve, delivering a tactile, mechanical, and analog riding experience that is becoming increasingly rare in today's world of ride-by-wire and digital dashboards. In markets like India and Southeast Asia, the W800 finds a niche audience: amateur riders, collectors, and enthusiasts who value craftsmanship, nostalgia, and the joy of cruising at a relaxed pace. In Western markets, it's often chosen as a second or third bike in a garage, as Sunday cruiser, a showpiece, or a reminder of simpler riding days. Its appeal crosses generations. Younger riders love it for its cool, hipster vibe, while older riders appreciate its roots and soulful demeanor. In terms of pricing, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 comes in at around USD $10,299 in the US market and approximately a superscript 18.3 to a superscript 18.5 lakhs, ex-showroom, in India, depending on state taxes and dealer margins. While it might seem premium for a bike with modest power figures, the cost is justified by its craftsmanship, exclusivity, and the feeling it delivers, something you can't measure with horsepower or gadgets alone. Ownership experience of the W800 is generally positive. The engine is proven and low maintenance, the parts quality is high, and Kawasaki's service network, especially in key regions, is reliable. Resale value tends to hold up well, especially among enthusiasts. There are also several aftermarket options for those who want to personalize their W800, from leather saddlebags to custom seats and performance exhausts. To sum it up, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 is not for everyone, and that's exactly what makes it special. It doesn't try to compete with the likes of modern sport bikes or over-featured commuters. Instead, it stays true to its roots, offering a deeply nostalgic and soulful riding experience that is becoming increasingly rare. It's a motorcycle for those who don't just want to get from point A to point B, but who want to feel every part of the journey: the rumble of the engine, the breeze on a winding country road, and the admiring glances of those who understand what a true classic is. If you've ever dreamed of owning a motorcycle that feels like a piece of rolling history, something that brings joy every time you start it up, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 should be high on your list. It's not just a bike, it's an experience. A throwback to a time when motorcycling was raw, real, and refreshingly simple. And that, in today's over-digitized world, might just be the biggest luxury of all.